Have you ever heard the expression, cash is trash?
Boom.
Newsflash, no it's not. And I'm going to break down why it's not trash. But before we get into the video, think about subscribing if you find anything useful on this channel. On this channel, we try to grow our minds, we try to, grow our wealth, and we try to grow our knowledge on the way we look at life. Apparently, cash is not trash. You want to know why? A lot of millionaires also feel the same way I do. They surveyed 3,000 millionaires, and a lot of millionaires realize, why am I going to pass up guaranteed interest money when I can provide myself free money that the banks are going to give me? Meaning 24% of your millionaires are holding cash positions. The banks are raising interest rates. I'm not going to advertise this bank. They don't advertise me, so I'm not going to advertise them. But multiple banks, if you Google it, they have 5% CDs for 6 months, 5% for 12 months, and 4.25 savings accounts. These are the highest interest rates than we've seen, and I'm going to say in almost 20 years. I made a video pretty much saying on why you need to sell a lot of the speculative stuff you have, because for the last couple years, we have been on a crazy bull run. And a lot of that speculative stock stuff that you've purchased it's up right now. So why not cash that, put that in a guaranteed account where you can make free money? Let me break it down to you, and we're going to dive deep into this. A lot of millionaires are holding on to money because they realize a lot of the things that I've realized. When you take a look at the stock market, since like 2015, we have pretty much been on an uptrend. We've had some hiccups along the way, but we've pretty much been on an uptrend. We're due for, in my opinion, we're due for a recession. We're long overdue for a recession. It should have happened already. So what people with money tend to do is, and this is a great comment that someone actually said on the channel, I'm not going to put their name up there, but they said, having 6 figures in a savings account yielding 4.5 and dollar cost averaging into the S&P 500, you sleep very well at night. You really do. Because here's why. You're not flinging extra money in the market when it's most alluring, when it could be the most dangerous time to be doing that right before a crash. When you're dollar cost averaging every month, you'll get the gains when it goes up, and you'll also get better stocks and better index funds when the market comes down. But what a lot of millionaires and a lot of rich, wealthy people do is not only do they have cash reserves on the side to protect themselves just in case of an emergency, they have cash reserves where they can get stocks at a discount. So let's just say the stock market comes down 5%, and you've been holding money in a savings account that's getting 4.5%, 4.25, 5%. And now, not only are you using the money that you've been saving, you're using the bank's money that they've been giving you, and now you're buying index funds or stocks 5% cheaper, 5% cheaper. Every time they drop 5%, you deploy more money into the market. You deploy more money. That's how you really build up your portfolio when you're getting things at a discount. Can we all agree that markets, they even say it, that markets are at all-time highs? Eventually, you got to reverse course and you got to come down. Let's also talk about this. Whenever banks raise interest rates, I'm going to teach you a trick. Whenever the Fed raises interest rates, you will be notified that your savings account is going up. But they never, ever, ever notify people who have variable loans out, meaning your credit card goes up, your car loan goes up, your home loan goes up, your student loan goes up. Whenever you have a variable rate, those rates go up too. So they're able to pay you these 5% and these 4% when people go out and buy liabilities like this. When people go out and buy cars and they finance them at 96 months, 72 months at 7%, 8%. The bank is making money and they keep lending that money out, but they're able to pay you because they need your money to lend out. That's how this snowball works. The snowball can work the right way for you or it can work the wrong way for other people. You want to be on the right side of this snowball. You don't want to be on the downhill side. You want to be on the uphill, the one rolling it down. You don't want to be the person getting crushed by it. What tends to happen is a lot of people will say cash is trash. I'm not putting my money in a savings account. A savings account is FDIC insured. You remember all those people from Silicon Valley Bank? The investors got crushed, but the people who had their money in the banks, they got their money back. They did. The people who invested in the stock, you got rocked. The person who had money in there, they gave you your money and they insured it. You want to know why? If the FDIC did not do that, everybody would have pulled their money out of every bank across the nation, across the world, because there's other countries that have the same thing as us, but it's not called it's not called the FDIC. It's called something else, whatever country that they're in. But can you imagine if people lost money in their savings accounts and they did not give those people their money back? That's what happened during the Great Depression. Banks failed, and that's why the FDIC was created, to ensure that never happens again, that people do a bank run and now banks collapse, and the people who were not able to get their money out, they're pretty much SOL. So when you have money in a savings account, you're pretty much winning either way. If you're dollar cost averaging into index funds or whatever stocks you prefer, and you have a nice cash position, you're winning. You're good. And if you can manage to pay some of that debt off with the interest money, if you could take some of that interest, right, and instead of paying the minimums, take the interest the bank is giving you and pay your loans back, you're literally paying your loans back with bank money. So hope this video helps. I hope we all get to where we want to go in life. Everybody's situation is different. My situation is not your situation. Your situation is not mine. Your situation is not your friends or families. Everybody has their own situation and their own responsibilities. No regrets. Get it.